So, what can I do for you? Maybe a little too easy.
Checking a barrel would be a little too easy. There's a thing.
Make it. Let me have a look.
So yeah, I just kind of want to get through this and into the game proper. But on the other hand, you know, the punchline. So yeah, we got 5 gold and 50 experience for doing that. That was pretty great. Hall wants us to bring back his sword. Now, I always thought there was a timer associated with this. Oh, what do you want? Yeah. I always thought there was a timer associated with it, and that's what made him angry when he came back with the sword. But no, it's actually constitution-based. Or charisma-based.
Contain the world's knowledge.
He's willing to give us a potion of healing. There's a locked thing here. I have never
Want me? I'm getting too old for this shit.
Yeah. I've never successfully picked it without getting caught.
How can I help? You can trust me.
Oh, and that is a thing to mention about this game, again, just in case you're not familiar with it. Whereas many current-day BioWare games have morality meters, which, you know, tell you how much of a dick you've been, this game has a reputation number. And so you can do whatever the hell you want. As long as nobody catches you doing it, nobody's going to care. Which means you can rob every house in every city, and if you get away with it, then you still have, like, a good reputation, and there's no real downsides to that, except the moral implications. And as a side note, other than party members' happiness with your current reputation, which doesn't come into play in a multiplayer game like this, the only effect that your reputation actually has, or the only effect that your alignment actually has on the game is your starting reputation, as far as I can tell, and stuff like detect evil, but I don't think anyone uses that kind of stuff on you, ever.
I have a blade with your name on it.
Carbos. Here there, you're Gorian's little whelp, aren't you? Yeah, you match the description. You don't look so dangerous to me. That I am. Do I know you? No, I don't believe you do. I'll not be here long, so it don't matter. You'll not be here long either, so it matters even less. Just thought I'd have a look at you. Pretty face, but I don't see what the fuss is about. No matter. I deliver your skull and I'm set for life. Jeez, don't not pause for me. I hate that. Well, Eric took a hit.
You can trust me.
Did I check this already? Yeah, maybe.
Something on your mind?
Just watch yourselves carefully. Some strange men have been asking about me. There's a bit more role-playing stuff when you're playing it single-player. If you want to see a single-player Let's Play, I'm sure they're out there.
Let me have a look at that.
Fuller. Fuller wants me to bring him... Fuller wants me to fetch him some crossbow bolts. So we'll do that. We'll also grab Hull's sword and the potion.
Let me have a look at that.
And I think there's nothing up that way, so you can open up the map, stick it over the gates of the town. That'll give us a much quicker way to return there. It's a rare case of me having a multiplayer party, but no monks in the party, so everyone gets everywhere at the same time. It's kind of nice. And yeah, thanks, kiddo. Gorian didn't bring you up half bad, did he? You're lucky to have grown up here in Candlekeep, to be honest. Sometimes I think that the world outside these gates has gone mad, what with all this fighting over iron shortages and all. Am and Baldur's Gate will be at war before the season's out. Mark my words. Anyway, I'm on duty. Here's 20 gold pieces for saving my skin from the chief. If you have a low charisma, which I don't know what the cutoff is, I think Hawkrillian's is 18. He basically insults you for taking so long. Gives you like 5 gold pieces if... No, he doesn't give you anything, actually. And he basically tells you to piss off. Of interesting note, you can use Hull's sword in both of the two combats in Candlekeep. Stick with me and we'll go far. Well, stick with me and we'll probably never leave the walls of Candlekeep, would we? Good thing you wear none of that metal armor, though, as I hear the bandits out there would just soon kill you. Is look at you to get it off your back. Let's hope the iron shortage is wrapped up soon. Yeah, you can use it in all the fights in Candlekeep and break it. It's lovely. And yeah, that's worth saying here. I could save it for something getting broken, but whatever. In this game, there's an iron shortage. And in that iron shortage is... the iron isn't really shorted, it's just really crappy. So every time you attack with a weapon, it has a chance to break. And I mean every time. I hate that mechanic. Firebead wants me to bring him an identify scroll from Telthoril, or however it's pronounced.
Try me.
Who? Isabella's my trap scroll, right? I forget how I set up their skills. She's a duelist, by the way. Or swashbuckler, sorry. She's a duelist in Dragon Age. What I do is I tend to have 2 rogues and just smash all their points into one thing. So that's what I did.
Lead the easy.
Isabella finds traps. Varric opens locks. Like this one. Questionably legal, but, you know, there's money in it.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
And, yeah, I made these by sifting through about 10,000 voice files. Good to note in case you're the sociopathic type, these sleeping NPCs, I think there's 2 of them. Yeah, there's 2 of them. You can kill them. No consequences that I'm aware of. Although I think maybe that sort of thing fucks with the paladin's ability to do their paladin stuff. I'm not sure. That one's guarded. And no matter what the game, I don't invest heavily in stealth, so that's at the back of the to-do list for Varric and Isabella. Isabella can't even backstab, I don't think, so there's even less reason for her.
I love doing that. My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Be straightforward, not stupid. And we can start pawning stuff off. Mostly the Star Sapphire. And yeah, I don't know how high your stats have to be for you to open the lock that has that behind it, but it's up there. Now, I'm going to take care of a couple of people's things. Namely, Aveline gets a medium shield and Splint, I think. And we'll give her... I'm pretty sure she's proficient in longsword, so I'll give her a longsword. She's not going to be using the longsword or the medium shield for a little while still. Because, mark my words, they will break. Now Varric, well, what would he be without her, you know? I'm only going to pick up the one quarrel, because the guy that wants crossbow bolts takes all of them. So keep that in mind. Spears, nice and cheap. And yeah, I'm going to buy basically Misk armor for everyone. And I think Isabella is actually proficient in short swords, but they're so cheap and so available. Actually, I will pick her up one. Just one, though. Oh yeah, and Anders is a cleric. I don't know if I mentioned that, because, you know, wizards have no healing. So, I'm gonna equip him like a cleric. No sense holding out on the guy. So, Varric looks a little bit less terrible. Isabella, well, Isabella actually looks pretty okay in the studded leather. I'm satisfied with that. And Anders, well, at one point he looked like Anders. Eveline, okay. I wasn't sure what her stuff was going to look like. And yeah, Meryl still has basically nothing, because
Make it quick. You can trust me.
she doesn't get armor or anything.
Let me have a look at
And both of the characters that are mages in that game are proficient in quarterstaves. Had a bit of setup time. I don't know what the actual final time of the video is going to be, but I think in either case it's getting a bit long. So I'm going to call it here. In the next part we're going to finish off Candlekeep, if it kills me, so that we can get into the game proper and actually start having some fun with these 6. So I'm really looking forward to this project. It's not what I would call one of my favorite games, but it is something that I actually played many times growing up. So I'll see you in the next part. Goodbye.